I'm Elizabeth Rhue. I'm the Vice President of Global Sustainability for Sonoco. Sonoco is a global packaging provider, providing consumer, industrial, healthcare, and protective packaging. We're headquartered in Hartsville, South Carolina, founded in 1899. We're a $5.2 billion company located in over 34 countries with 20,000 employees across 300 facilities. I started off with Sonoco in an R&D and technical role, working on material development for our EnviroCan, which is our rigid paper container. So if you're familiar with the Pringles brand or refrigerated dough products or Planters peanuts, those all are packaged in our EnviroCan format. So I did a lot of technical development work for about 12 years in various roles, including roles globally, managing our technology teams in Asia and supporting our teams in Europe and Brazil. And then I decided I wanted a change of pace, so I moved into a commercial role in our recycling business. I worked in a role that was essentially providing a consultancy service to manufacturing operations to help them meet their zero waste to landfill goals or landfill diversion goals. Did that for about 3 years and then got the opportunity to bring all of those skill sets together in my current role as Vice President of Global Sustainability, where I get to touch all of our products, all of our packaging platforms across the globe and help drive the strategy for Sonoco around sustainability. Having the opportunity to collaborate with different cultures and with people across the globe has just been an awesome experience for me. Many of the people that I worked with, I've gotten the opportunity to know on a personal level. It's also taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot about the privileges that we have in the U.S., things that we take for granted, and it's also helped me to develop my interpersonal skills, how I interact with people in different countries. It may change from region to region and what the expectations are around how you do business from region to region, where some regions are more direct, some are less direct. There are definitely differences in our packaging around the world and really even within a given region based on what the customer requirements are. And so as much as we would like to drive standardization, oftentimes we have to customize the package to the realities of wherever that material is being used and wherever it's being distributed. So the shelf life that they require, the transportation protection during transportation that they require could be significantly different. And even the geography of the U.S. is more challenging than a lot of other regions versus in other countries where maybe the distribution is just within that country and we don't have all of the same challenges around distribution or the need for longer shelf life that you might have in the U.S. So absolutely, we have to consider all of the realities of the brand, the package, the distribution, and the transportation mode. All of those things factor into the design. So we probably have a million specs. I think any company to be successful has to innovate in more spaces than just the product that their final customer sees. We have innovation in our operations around improving efficiency and productivity in our operations. So a lot of times when people think about innovation, they think about it in terms of something tangible, a product that's being produced. But really innovation can be innovation in a process, innovation in a service. You could be innovative in how you manage your team, how you organize your organization. There are a lot of different ways that you can be innovative. And so when we define innovation, we really are thinking about taking insights and ideas and converting those into value-added products, services, or processes. The process that Sonoco uses for innovation is called our I6 process, and essentially it starts with insights, and those insights can be from consumers, it can be from our customers, or it can be from Sonoco employees who oftentimes understand the customer needs as much as the customer does. And then from there it goes to taking those insights and driving to ideation, and that's really that brainstorming and collaboration process that happens between Sonoco and our customers customers. And then from there, we go into the invention. So once we've gotten those ideas refined, we invent, and then we continue through that I6 process in terms of integrating those solutions into our manufacturing facilities, understanding how it interacts in our customers' facilities with our products. And then lastly, iteration is the last step in that I6 process. So once we've invented and made sure that it works, how do we improve upon it? That continuous improvement mindset is also a critical part of innovation. There's always impediments to innovation. There can be a number of reasons that innovations are impeded. It could be a matter of resources, both people and financial resources. And when I talk about people, it's not necessarily do we have enough people, it's do we have the right people? Do we have the people with the right expertise, with the right mindset, the ability to collaborate? When we're looking to hire people, especially in the technical and innovation space, we're looking at, first of all, skill sets and talent. So do they have the knowledge and the expertise and the skill sets that we're looking for? But the other thing that we always look for is their aptitude and willingness to learn, their coachability, and really their ability to work and collaborate with others, because that's really what this IPS studio that we're sitting in today is all about, is how do we collaborate to bring out the best ideas. So that's another critical piece for anybody that we want to bring into a role that's focused on innovation. So one of the things we like to say at Sonoco is people build businesses by doing the right thing, and I think that permeates through our culture. Our culture is all about how do we respect one another, about how do we care for each other. It's also about having integrity in everything that we do, and that's whether it's our work environment, maintaining the safety of our team members, about how we interact with our customers, and ultimately how we deliver products to the marketplace. And it really permeates throughout all of our facilities across the globe. That's one of the things that I've enjoyed about my previous roles, where I've gotten to travel globally to other Sonoco facilities. Is when you walk into a Sonoco facility, you know you're in a Sonoco facility, because that culture just permeates across the globe. Maintaining work-life balance is not easy. It's very difficult, and I won't pretend that it is easy to maintain that balance. I think it's important, though, that you find a way to unplug and that you allow yourself to unplug. So when you're on vacation or you're away from work, you are away from work. And also finding a way to decompress each day, to kind of take yourself out of that work mode where you can. The other thing that I think is important for work-life balance that a lot of people don't talk about is you have to know your boundaries. Where are you willing to draw the line, or where do you draw the line, and being willing to stick to those boundaries so that you have that break from work, because otherwise it could be all-consuming. The advice that I would give to any aspiring career person, and definitely any women who are early in their careers, is don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to step up, take risks, as long as you're learning from them. Because you have to have that willingness to learn from your mistakes. Stay humble. Some great advice that I got from one of my mentors was around, focus on the job that you're in and do that well, and the next opportunity will come. So oftentimes we want to plan out our whole entire career from day one. And that's, if I had planned my career from day one, it would not look anything like it does today. And so being willing to be flexible, adaptable, willing to learn and learn about yourself along in that journey is what I would say to anybody that's new in their career. So I think part of what has allowed me to be successful in my career is really persistence and resilience. I think also I come with a positive attitude and a willingness to learn, a desire to lead. I think that desire to lead is important, and a drive for excellence. So those are the things that I think have allowed me to be successful, and I think many of those things you'll see across a lot of leaders within industry, as well as definitely a lot of female leaders within industry. And certainly being a woman in the corporate workforce comes with its challenges. There's often times where I'm the only woman in the room, and it can be challenging to navigate corporate America as a female leader. But I've got that desire to lead, and again, drive towards excellence. I like that in my roles in Sonoco, I've been able to kind of reinvent myself in each role. And I think that's one of the great things about Sonoco being as diversified as a company that we are. You know, if you think about it, I've had a career in technology, I've had a career in sales, I've had a career in marketing, and now I'm on my journey for a career in sustainability, and I've stayed with the same company. So I think that's one of the things that has allowed me to maintain that resiliency and to continue to be driven, is just that opportunity to continue to reinvent myself within the same company. My name is Elizabeth Rhue, and those are my notes on innovation.